Hi, how you doing? I hope you're well today. Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. As I was on my way here, I was driving behind. I wanted to come to this special place, and so I was driving round the back roads, and I was behind a man on a bicycle. And there was a part of me that thought, oh, I need to overtake the bicycle. And then I stopped and I took a deep breath and I slowed right down. And I saw, as we went sort of down a slight hill, if you like, and he started to stand up on the pedals and having really good fun whizzing down the hill. And I just slowed right back and I thought, I don't want to put pressure on him and just let him enjoy this moment, because at the end of the day, he's out there in the cold and I'm in the warm of my car. And another car came up behind me, very beautiful, very posh car. And they were obviously impatient that I was slowing down. And as I pondered the first card, you have the power to change the world. I just thought, in my actions, I have changed the world of that person this morning, giving them space to enjoy. I could have changed their world in a different way and got impatient and almost pushed them over to the curb. And this car behind me ended up going in the same direction as the bicycle afterwards. And I thought, I wonder how you will behave around him on the bike. I took a lot of joy in seeing his joy, and that lifted me. But when we ponder this, what are you first thinking when you read that, when you hear me say it? You have the power to change the world. I wonder if straight away you immediately go, I don't have that power. That lies in the hands of world leaders, of CEOs of large companies. But you see, I see it differently. I think of the ripples on the pond. I think of, we have the power from this moment on to change our world and to change the world of everybody we interact with by our thoughts, by our actions and our deeds. And yesterday, as I was rushing to go into the supermarket just to pick up one thing, I walked past this car and a lovely little head popped up of this beautiful dog. And I was immediately stopped in my tracks. So there went my trying to keep to time, and I was distracted by this beautiful dog. And as I went close and said hello, two other heads stood up. Can't find my words this morning. And it gave me such a big smile. And the lady said to me, would you like to see them? And I said, yes, please. Well, she opened the car and I was immediately just encompassed with all this love from these dogs. And one wanted to jump in my arms and be cuddled. The other one was very gentle and slowly came towards me. And I just spent 10-15 minutes just enjoying the love from these animals, and also having a chat to this lady. And she seemed so pleased that I loved her dogs. And as I went in then to do what I went in to do. And I thought, that's changed my world today. I thought I was rushing just to do something quite mundane, and now I feel full of the joy of having had that interaction. We have the power to change our life. We have the power to change our health. We can look at what we put into our bodies, how we act, change our thoughts. Thoughts create things, create action. I was reading the other day about how they're saying, I mean, I know these are statistics, but, that stress is the biggest killer in the world. We have the power to make a change to that, to ourselves. There is so much information out there. I love researching health, well-being. It's what I do every day. But it's always been what I do. Whatever job I was in, I was always interested in health and well-being. So if something breaks with me, where some people might do that with their cars, I do that with my body. And I want to find out everything I can, trial and error, to change the way things are and change my world. The next card, setting goals, is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible, where we say it's impossible. or we just have it in our mind. Set the goals. Decide that you will say good morning to everybody you meet. Say hi. That you will send out more messages of goodwill. That you will change your thinking to be kinder to yourself. Set these goals, but remember, as I said in a recent video, don't get so obsessed with the goal that you forget the journey. The journey would be you set your goal to improve your health, and the journey would be the exploration, the feeling into the changes and enjoying it, realizing that you can now breathe better, walk better, whatever it is that you're deciding to change. And I know that often we then go, but it's impossible, I can't, and I don't have the tools necessary, and I can't do this, and I don't have that, I don't have access. We all just go, can't. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. That just says it all. We start here and now to change the world, to change our world. You might have someone you can ask. You might be able to look it up. You might be able to research something. But you start with your thinking. You start with your actions in changing the world. And I know, I was just thinking how I would have said a couple of years ago, it's impossible that I could ever record a video like this. I've now done over 250. People have written to me. People have come to me to be a client. And I can say through my actions, I have helped change people's worlds because they've told me I have. The stone in the pond and the ripples just go out, and you never know just where those ripples will end up. And when somebody else says to you, you can't do that, we've said this many times, impossible is just one person's opinion. And that might be your opinion. How often do you say that that's impossible? Do you allow others to tell you it's impossible? Wow, if all the people who have achieved things in their life allowed others' thinking and their words to stop them, there wouldn't be much that has happened in this world if they allowed others to say it's impossible and they believed them. So, to finish with, make the rest of your life the best of your life. From today, step up. Decide what changes you want to make, how you're going to change your world, or maybe just the world of the person that you walk by just taking a moment to say, hi, how are you today? And really mean it. Don't just say it as we say it glibly, how are you doing, but you don't really mind, you don't really want to know. But truly giving someone the time, because you may that day change their world. So I send you lots of love, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.